This is my what I eat in a day on Slim World. So started off my usual, which is Greek yogurt, apple, strawberry and raspberry. Now, we got some chocolates delivered over Christmas at work. I decided to share mine out. However, I just took one, which was the Coconut Quality Street, and everyone was really divided about whether that was a bit of a rubbish choice. I think it's the best one, so let me know which you think is the superior chocolate out of all the different boxes. I had to nip in to get a few last minute bits, and they had this really cute Santa train when I was at the White Rose Centre, and I've not seen it before. They've definitely not had them decorations, but I thought it was really cute. And I also got about an inch taken off my hair just to get rid of some of the dead ends, which was good. I then got stuck in the car park for about 40 minutes, which was fine because I filmed a little TikTok, and I had this chicken Caesar salad. I'm going to guess at about 4 sins maybe. I put 2 in the video originally. I didn't eat the croutons with it, but I think people thought I was naive. I then went and got myself weighed, and when I got back I wanted to go to the gym, but I was a little bit peckish, so I had one of these runny eggs. Probably not the best thing to eat on the road, you need them probably hard boiled. Did about 30 minutes on the treadmill, which I was really pleased about, and did a few more weights than I usually do because I had a bit of extra time. When I'd been out and about earlier during the day, I'd found some meatballs to throw together a last minute tea because I definitely was not organised this day. They worked out at half a sin each, so I had 4 of them with a little bit of pasta, and I made a sin-free tomato sauce. I then did my usual routine of 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B, and Chris gave me a bit of his candy cane, which I'm going to count as 1 sin. So I'm ending my day on 9.5 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slim World. Started off with some raspberry, strawberry, apple and yoghurt. We went out with family for an early Christmas meal. I had this pesto-y type spaghetti. If I'm honest, it wasn't that nice. It was a little bit greasy. And I also had 1 slice of the garlicky pizza style garlic bread. I was trying to feel a little bit festive, but I'm not drinking at the minute. I started off with a pina colada mocktail type tea. Then I had a couple of tonic waters with some lime. I put some fancy ice cubes in to make it feel a little bit more special. For tea, I made like a mixed bean sausage style casserole, but I didn't have any of the sausages because there were 5 sins each. I couldn't find any of the skinny sausages in any of the Aldis ever. So I had mine with 2 of the chicken skewers from Iceland. These were the salt and chilli ones, super spicy, but definitely delicious. I had it with a little bit of rice on the side, but I actually didn't eat much, we didn't need it. Then I finished off my day with 2 of these for my healthy extra B. I am trying to stay on plan as much as possible over Christmas, but I'm not going to stress about it too much. So I'm ending on unknown sins because we ate out, but I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day Christmas Eve edition. I actually started off down in the gym this morning. I did 30 minutes on the treadmill and some weights. Then for breakfast I had some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yogurt. I had my dinner on the go, which was Texas beef, which is just 1 sin, an egg and some carrot and celery. Then it was off to the pantomime. We had the absolute best time. My little boy absolutely loved it. He loves anything sort of slapstick comedy and all that sort of stuff. So absolutely brilliant. We were really pleased to be able to go on Christmas Eve. I had one of his little chocolate coins, and I didn't realise when I was eating it was only 1.5 sins because I would have probably had more. I definitely need to see if I can find some of these in the sale to eat because that's quite a good portion control and low sins. So I'd got ready ahead of time and I made this slow cooker lasagna soup. The recipe is actually pinned. This was a really good dinner, got myself all organised. I've actually got like 5 portions I think to go in the freezer, and it's just 1 healthy extra A per portion. Really brilliant tea. Then I had a little tonic water with some fancy ice cubes. This one was raspberry and mint, just makes you feel a bit more special. I had 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B, and I had a little mini candy cane which is 2.5 sins. I had thought beforehand I would probably be a little bit more off plan because it was Christmas Eve. However, getting organised in advance, making sure my breakfast was ready, making sure that the lasagna soup was ready, that really filled me up. They all really worked in my favour, so I was glad I was able to do them ahead of time. And I think that's what I need to keep in my mind over the next couple of days and weeks, is to plan and prepare. It really helps. So I'm ending my day on 5.5 sins, which I'm pretty pleased about. I'm not sure if I'm going to film or not tomorrow because I am with my family. However, I'll see you in the week. This is sort of my what I eat in a day Christmas edition. So started off with some wholemeal muffins, some bacon, poached eggs and a small glass of orange juice. So this was our little picky plate before we went over to family. There were a few things like spring rolls and mozzarella sticks. I did have a little bit of pork pie, but I don't think overall too bad. Tried with a little bit of speed on there. That's my excuse, I'm sticking with it. Then for Christmas dinner, we had the full trimmings. So we had prawn cocktail. I had like a Sunday dinner style. I did have gravy on top of this as well. I had about 1 million quality streets. No, I probably had about 10 quality streets. Then I had a really big helping of trifle. Then I probably ate about 8 after 8 minutes. I just could not stop myself once I'd started. But it was Christmas Day. I had an absolutely brilliant time with my family. I didn't picture everything because I didn't want to keep getting my phone out, and we had such a good laugh and played like a million party games and things like that. So definitely a good time was had. I have got another Christmas dinner coming up today as well. That's what happens when you have separated families. However, I will be trying to rein it back a little bit during the day so that I can have what I want at dinner. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. If you overindulge, don't worry about it. Hopefully you know how to get it back off, and see you tomorrow. This is my What I Eat in a Day Boxing Day edition. So I started off with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yoghurt. We were having a pretty lazy day, what I would call Lego and chill. So this is my little Boxing Day snacky plate. Got some speed food, trying to be good. I got some of these Ryvita crisp breads. 4 of them are healthy extra beef, so I'm just having 2. I got some ham. I was actually given this around bonfire night, Halloween time, in a Slimmer of the Week basket. It's actually sin-free. It was the alternative to pork pie, which is what my hubby is having. I've got some cheese on the side. I've weighed that out, so that'd be a healthy extra, or it's actually just short of. We got this in our Asda shop. This is another substitution, so I've just put a little bit on one of the crackers, and the other one I'm going to have some cheese. And then I am having a few other things. So I've got some of these little duck spring rolls, a couple of little mini sausages and some salami. If I put it all on the plate, that's what I'm having. I'm not going to pick any more because there is some other little bits. These are the boys' plates. And I'm just trying to rein it in a little bit. Yesterday was a little bit crazy, mainly the snacking. That was my big issue. So yeah, this is my Boxing Day plate and I'm pretty happy with it. I've got all sorts of variety on there, a little bit of treat, so it's good for me. We went up to my mum's, who was doing Boxing Day dinner, and we had a big old game of Monopoly, and I had one of these Maltesers from a box of Celebrations. For starters, we had some prawn and smoked salmon. I just had a drizzle of the Mario sauce. This was just doing a little selfie. For our mains, we had some gammon, we had some roast potatoes, which had been done with Frylight. I had a couple of pigs in blankets, and I had some carrots. They were done with a little honey over the top, but I think it was 1 teaspoon for everybody's portion. So minimal sins, hopefully, on some beef that I'd done yesterday that were really delicious. For dessert, we had this baked Alaska cheesecake. I actually got a second portion of that, and I just had a little bit of ice cream on the side. We got the after 8s out, but luckily I managed to only have one today. However, I definitely wanted to eat all of them, and my husband gave me a Ferrero Rocher when we get home. However, I've drawn a line under it now. I'm actually recording this on the 27th, and I've been back on track properly. So this is the end of my little Christmas escapade into eating whatever I want. Ending the day again on unknown sins. I am getting weighed as normal on Friday, so I'll be updating everyone then, but I'll see you tomorrow. This is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World. So I started off with a cheesy omelette, 3 eggs and a couple of slices of bacon with all the fat trimmed off. I was having this quite late because I had a massive sleep in this morning, which was nice. So we went to see Elf the Musical at the First Direct Arena, and it was so good. My little boy was just laughing and cheering and singing the whole way through. It's brilliant. However, if you're a member of First Direct Bank, you actually get some free snacks when you go. So we got these little tubs of ice cream, some water, and then you're supposed to get hot chips, but they didn't have any. So they swapped them for some crisps and some chocolates. Let me just tell you, I struggled to say no to freebies. However, I just had half of the tub of ice cream, so that was going to be 5 cents for the half because it was 10 for the whole, and gave the rest to my son. I had 4 of the mint Oreos, which are a sin each, so that was 4 cents. And then I reminded myself, I'm getting weighed on Friday, shut my mouth and let everyone else share out the rest of the treats that we got. But we had a really brilliant time, and it was such a good show, so really, really good time in the afternoon. We were having a clear out the fridge after Christmas night, and I had some of this chicken left over, so I had chicken and noodles and everyone else had different options, but we were just trying to make sure that everything got eaten and nothing went to waste. Absolutely delicious meal, definitely my favourite, and it was sin-free because I didn't have any gochujang paste, and that's usually a thing that will sin these noodles. Then I finished off my day with 2 of these as my healthy extra B. It definitely helped knowing that I had chocolate that I could eat, and it was going to be sin-free or part of my allowance because I definitely needed something sweet after avoiding all the temptations earlier in the day. And I just kept reminding myself that I was getting weighed tomorrow, which is actually today when I'm filming this. So that kept me strong because I definitely am dreading the scales. So I ended the day on 9 sins and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World and I'm back on track. So I started with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek style yoghurt. For dinner I had some of the gammon from yesterday with a bit of carrot and celery on the side. I did pick off a few of the like little fatty looking bits. I then managed to go in the shops and have a little look around the sales. I'm not entirely sure what size I am because I had sized down but things were still fitting a little bit loose, which I was definitely pleased about. And I did snag myself a couple of bargains. I was still massively craving chocolate, definitely psychological I think because I'd had so much over Christmas. So I had one of these marshmallow like snowman chocolates, they were 2.5 cents and like a perfect little treat. Then I got my butt down the gym. Did about 30 minutes of cardio and followed it up with some weights and core strength exercises. I've never realised before what an ugly face I pull while I'm doing these exercises, but you know what, it's totally worth it because I can definitely feel them making a difference. Something that I was very excited about was seeing these in the shop. They were £1.75 before Christmas and I saw loads for just 30p, so I got 10 but there were about 200 on the shelf. They're 1.5 cents each, so quite a good little portion size if you just wanted to have one or two. And I've not opened a whole pack so that I'm not going to be overeating because they're individually wrapped. Thought that might be something that would help me stay on track a little bit. Then for tea it was the lasagna soup. You have to use a healthy extra A portion for this, for the mozzarella and the parmesan that goes on top. Technically you could have it without, but I didn't want to. I had a little bit of speed on the side and 1 tin for a waffle hash brown. Then I ended the day with these two for a healthy extra B. In total I'm finishing on 3.5 cents today, although I bought some of them tree decorations. I didn't actually have any because I'd had the marshmallowy chocolatey thing earlier in the day. So pretty good and getting it back on track. I am feeling a little bit nervous about getting weighed, which will be on Friday this week. So wish me luck everybody. And